This is audio testing. Ooh, I don't like that. So if I move too much, it's gonna have a problem. You know. All right, yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Alan. Should probably move my bomb from a shot.
You know, when I was a kid growing up.
So what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Alan Shane Lewis. Now this is a video that is a long time coming. It's actually a friend of mine told me to do this. He was just like, hey, don't you like basketball? Yeah. He's like, yo, don't you make videos sometimes? Yeah. He's like, why not just make a basketball video yourself? True, good point. I am lazy though, that's probably why. So I decided to take his advice and start making these own videos. Tell me if you guys like in the comment section. If you don't, because I don't have the confidence to deal with that criticism and such. So the topic that I want to talk about today is the NBA 2017 race for the MVP. There's about 4 candidates, really kind of 2, but let's give honorable mention to the other people who are part of this list. I won't mention your names, I will do it in credit form. I have no idea if I have the skills to do it in post, we'll see. Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah, forgot. Cool. So as I mentioned earlier, there are about 4 candidates that we really want to talk about today here, or really important. So the candidates are Kawhi Leonard of the San Antonio Spurs, LeBron James of the Cleveland Cavaliers, James Harden of the Houston Rockets, and Russell Westbrook. There's a reason why I have those 2 at the end. We'll get to it and do some comparisons. We're going to start off with Kawhi Leonard from the San Antonio Spurs. Right now, he's sitting at a 25 points per game, 3 assists, 5 rebounds season, leading the San Antonio Spurs to a 61-21 season. It's crazy, like that's still the second in the West. That's an amazing stat to have. Good on him for doing that in the San Antonio Spurs. It's funny because Kawhi Leonard is like the darkest player on the San Antonio Spurs. I don't know if you guys noticed that. They're kind of a very champagne colored team. I don't know, just random information. Also, shout out to him for rocking the braids. I thought we all kind of, agreed upon that the braids went expired back in like 2005. Good for him and Kendrick Lamar, the 2 most humblest dudes, for trying to bring back braid ups. Good for you guys, man. And really, when you're talking about Kawhi Leonard, you're talking about versatility. You're talking about using a player or multiple spots on the court. The boy is just the glue of the team right now. He has taken the mantle of Tim Duncan as the leader of the team. And to look at Kawhi Leonard's career, you can actually see the growth to the point right now where he's now shooting threes. I'm at the point right now that when I see San Antonio Spurs draft a player, I'm just like, that boy's gonna be good one day. They have this weird innate way of just finding and seeking talent. It's amazing. One thing about Kawhi Leonard is that he doesn't force the game whatsoever. He kind of just lets it come to him. He's great on the pick and roll. He gets in post. He's got a couple bunny hooks. But then also too, you have to look at him on the defensive end. He's got these large, huge hands that can just strip away the ball at any point in time. Excellent at reading passing lanes. He's just over observant. He's an amazing player. That's why he deserves to be on this list. The next player coming up here, and I gotta be 100%, honest and truthful. He's my favorite player in the NBA. I'm a stan. LeBron James.
LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.
LeBron James coming in with another great year. He's averaging 26 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. Wow, good for him. Leading the Cavaliers to a 51-31 season, which only brought them to a second place seed. We all thought they'd be first. No one thought the Celtics would actually take number 1. Maybe just like Bill Simmons, that's about it. Like half of the Wahlbergs, I don't know. There is actually a funny meme, I'll put it right here. Boom, that's the meme. Read it, it's funny, right? But yeah, I don't think he really cares about seeding because like LeBron James, a grown ass man, he just brings his hard hat, he's just waiting for the playoffs. He don't give a damn about this award, kinda does. But like, he's just only focusing on getting those championships and getting them Twitter haters off his back. What can be said about LeBron? If we actually boil down what a most valuable player is, I don't think there's any discussion that LeBron James isn't the most valuable player. Like if you take LeBron James away from the Cleveland Cavaliers, what do? They don't make the playoffs. He goes to Miami, he brings championships. He just has that thing that makes players and elevates them to his game. You can't deny that. And I think he should be a part of this conversation every single year. And I think we are taking him a little for granted. I remember that year they gave the award to Derrick Rose. That was just a rejection of LeBron moving over to Miami. And that's some bullshit. That's another topic. But yeah, this year, I think they did a great job. I think they kind of underperformed at the end of it. They started losing a bunch of games. But yeah, LeBron James, man, he just makes players and teams better. He's the coach, GM, and everything of Cleveland Cavaliers. And that place owes its economy to him. So if you burn his jersey, you can go to hell, right? I don't know what that was. That was weird. Next, now we're actually moving on to the real conversation that is between James Harden and Russell Westbrook. I'll start off with James Harden and plead the case for him. James Harden is looking at a 29, 11 assists, and 8 rebound season, which is phenomenal. And like with a stat line like that, Sam Presti over in OKC, like he's kicking himself because think about about it. Man, they had Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Serge Ibaka all on the same damn team. And he gave away it all because the man would not pay the goddamn luxury tax. Just pay it and win some championships, man. You were bound to have at least 1 or 2 chips. But whatever. We're not talking about that. And I really do think that the elevation of James Harden this year, and as far as the record and bringing his team to a, this is called prep work, 55-27 win season. I really think why the conversation now has elevated James Harden. I think we got to give credit to Mike D'Antoni with this high pick and roll system, especially with the players that the Houston Rockets have. Ryan Anderson, Clint Capella, Eric Gordon, all these players who know exactly how to run it. So when James Harden sets up the pick and pop, you either have to guard James Harden or guard Clint Capella off the pick and roll. If you do that well, he can swing it out over to Ryan Anderson, who's hitting crazy buckets from 3-point line, or Eric Gordon. So it's kind of like a pick your poison type thing, and James Harden understands that system so well, and he's executing it, and you can't deny what he's doing this year. It's really fantastic to watch. And one thing that's really crazy about it, like James Harden forces the ref to make a call. It's fantastic. Now this is the conversation now, because James Harden actually was quoted saying, I thought this was about winning. And it's true, it is about winning. Who is actually the MVP? You have James Harden or Russell Westbrook, because James Harden has a better record. Also too, if James Harden doesn't win this award, I'm totally fine with that, but you gotta give Mike D'Antoni Coach of the Year. I feel like you have to give it to him. Like, we have to acknowledge Houston's amazing play, especially in December. If you go back and watch, they were just like blowing teams out just easily. Like, if you don't give them an award, I feel like it's another year where like Steph Curry won the MVP and then Steve Kerr won Coach of the Year, which doesn't really make sense to me. I'm like, well, you're saying kind of 2 different things, right? You're kind of contradicting yourself. You're like saying that Steph Curry's the best player in the NBA, but also he had the greatest coach. So I'm like, really, who was it? You know, it's like that same year that like R.C. Buford won Executive of the Year and then Popovich won Coach of the Year. So what was it? Was it the good was it a good front end, bringing good players in, or was it the coaching? I'm like, I think, yeah, right, whatever. NBA, you're on notice, you're on blast. Yeah. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, James Harden. That's my case for James Harden for winning MVP. And there is only one person who could possibly dethrone James Harden from being the MVP this year, and that is Russell. I don't need no damn KD on my team, Westbrook. The boy crazy, man. The boy crazy. Averaging a triple-double. He's averaging 31 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds. That is a disgusting stat line to have. Oh my goodness. But back to Russell Westbrook's amazing record-breaking season. Passing Oscar Robertson for most triple-doubles in a season. Having the most points with a triple-double. It's amazing. It's fantastic. And I have to salute the brother, man. Russell Westbrook reminds me of that type of guy that I had to guard back in the day who would just be running all around the court. I'm just like, at some point in time, I'm just like, bro, just score. Like, I don't even want to guard you. And like, I'm tired right now. I have other things to do, you know? Like, I have to go home and watch cartoons. Scooby-Doo starts at 10:30. Like, let's get this game over with, you know, type of stuff. I just checked to see if the audio was on. If it wasn't, I would destroy this camera and everyone who made it. Looking at you, Cannon. But I think this is an amazing season, and to think it was all sparked by spite. Yes, this NBA season's MVP was brought to you by the letter spite. I really do think that every time Russell Westbrook shot, he was just like, fuck Kevin Durant, fuck Kevin Durant, fuck Kevin. Probably got that like Cape Fear tattoo, fuck Kevin Durant, or like Uncle Leo.
Jerry? Hello?
Once again, back to what James Harden was saying. Like, I thought it was about winning. I hear what you're saying, James Harden, a friend of the show. Kobe Bryant actually talked about an interesting topic of doing a co-NBA MVP. I know personally some people wouldn't enjoy that. I know they did it with Grant Hill and Jason Kidd for like co-rookie of the year, because who gives a damn about that award really, if you think about it. I don't know, it's kind of strange. I wouldn't necessarily go in that direction, but I think it's actually quite poetic that we're gonna see a 3-6 matchup with the Houston Rockets versus OKC Thunder. So it's like literally make a case for your MVP. I think they should actually hold off on that award and wait to see who wins it. And whoever wins goes on to the next round, gets the award, because they clearly wanted it more. And that's a cool way to kind of end the year. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about these types of videos. You know, like, share, comment. Put in the comment section of who you think should win the MVP and ways to improve the show. Actually, don't. I fucking hate that. Don't fucking do that. But I'll see you guys in the next video, maybe. Yeah, should probably clean my room next time, but I won't.